here. Welcome to your universe, and welcome to your welcome. Grateful. Another 2 for Tuesday here on Good Dawning. We've got Lara B this evening with What's Up with Your Universe. And if you guys missed it last night, first off, welcome. Good Dawning. Happy Tuesday. Hope your universe is going well. Seeker of Truth, Lindsay, Millie. All right. Lara B. Roseanne, good dawning. Welcome. Nice to see you here. All right, let's all real quick shout out to Henny there, who favor for her and the funeral for Anne. Big favor to Henny. If you watch this in the replay, or even if not, we're sending energy to you, Lindsay, and we're sending energy to you, Henny. We love you, and favor today for you and your family. And yeah, so blessed, right? So if you don't know, Henny had somebody pass in her family, Helene, and so today's the funeral. So we send her love and hold Henny in the highest loving light. Thank you. Yeah, I went to the Will. Well, actually, Arc, Goodwill, and Arc. There's two of them, right? Arc is local. They do. It's kind of the same idea as Goodwill. They put people with Down syndrome and stuff to work, handicapped. And so there we go. $10 at Goodwill. We got a North Face shirt. I'm a big fan of recycling clothes and not spending. I mean, if you really knew how much clothes cost versus what you pay for a shirt, and then all the crud of the person on the other end who has to deal with making it in some country that you probably would only go to sit on the beach, most likely. Yeah, so if I can find a good sweatshirt and you can wash it, send some energy to it, and recycle it. It's already alive and it's nice and soft. So yeah, I'm a big proponent of going to Goodwill. I mean, not for everything, but yeah, if you can find a good hoodie or a couple t-shirts at Goodwill, why not? Bonnie, good dawning as well. And so grateful, guys. Welcome to Tuesday. Hope you're all having a great day. Today is, we work with the amethyst, and it's cold and sort of damp. I put them, wipe it off here. I put everything outside, and did you? And if you didn't, you can probably still do so tonight. But the crux of the full moon was last night, and so I put Mr. Amethyst, all of the pillars and points and stuff that we've gotten from Chloe and whatnot, all in the adventuring one I got from work. We put all those outside last night to charge in the Cancer full moon, which has been quite activating for myself. I don't know about you guys. As a Cancer myself, I'm a Virgo moon, so which always means two things. If I'm going to think of a situation, I'm going to go to the absolute worst end, right? The dead end of what the possibility could be, either death or whatever it is, right? In my mind, I'm going to go there first. Even now, as a Virgo, I am going to Virgo moon. I'm going to take any situation and drive it to the worst case scenario. Then immediately switch it to the best case scenario. But I'm going to go to the worst case scenario. That is the Virgo moon in me. And so if you have a Virgo in you, you understand then that we see things in dramatic switch from one end to the other, right? All the way to it's not going to work out, and everything's going to go to hell in a handbasket to everything works out. And we see it in both ways. It's crazy. But being a Virgo is like being schizophrenic in some aspects. So yeah, Laura gets it. Virgo up and we see it. It's always either a disaster or not. But yeah, and I'm just learning how to deal with the Virgo part. I mean, I'm a Cancer, so Cancer's sun, and a Cancer South Node, which means that most likely, if your Sun and South Node are the same, then you could end up twice recycled life. Angela, good dawning. I'm a Virgo moon, but mostly positive, though. I do have a redundancy plan. So yeah, all I have in Virgo is my vertex, just figuring out how that affects me. Hi, Angela. Hello, beautiful people. Amy, welcome. Good dawning. It was cool to see you guys over at Truth Wave there. So indie dawning, I may not be able to participate because I'm showering and whatnot, but unless I get up a half an hour earlier. But yeah, pop over to Truth Wave there. Couple of things, guys. If you are interested in Thursday, I'm sending him an email today. I'm sending Victor an email today so we can get this set up by Wednesday, right? So if you, outside from, the only one who's volunteered so far is Millie. Thursday, we're having Victor from Truthwave on the channel. And so I need to amend the title card there. But so we're going to have Victor on Thursday to discuss what he's doing. And so I'm going to be on Truthwave on one of the nodes. On Thursday in the dawning, as a reciprocation there. So if anybody wants to, outside of Millie, who we'll get a link for, anybody wants a link to join Truthwave there in the dawning on Thursday from Mr. Floyd's universe here, please send me an email, Mr. Floyd Channelings with an S at gmail.com. Volunteer to be on Truthwave, Lindsay. If you want to be on the show, sit on a node on Truthwave, send me an email. Thursday morning, we're going to, anybody who wants to dive into Truthwave with me, we'll have a link. We can be on Truthwave. Victor's, and then we're going to have Victor on our show just the first half of Thursday dawning to discuss what he's doing. Yeah, come on, family. We can all be on. Exactly. That's the idea. Is like we just kind of sack his show and then he comes on ours. But even if it's just me or just me and Millie, I mean, that's fine. But if you want to be on, yes. All right. So Lindsay wants a link, so we'll get Lindsay on too. So I'm going to write this down. So Millie and Lindsay, and I'll send Henny a message separate since she's been in and out. She might want on. PG might want to join. Bonnie, okay. If you want to join on, basically you're going to get a link, and then we'll pop on. We'll be on Victor's show. He'll stick us on some one of the nodes there, and then just to say hi and just hanging out. So Bonnie's on. All right, thanks, guys. It's all about supporting, right? We will be on the show, so it supports us and it supports Truthwave, and then he'll be on, and yeah. Beatrice. All right. So what you guys are going to need to do then, I'm going to have the link. And what I'm going to need to do from you guys, I don't have an email for you, Beatrice. I have an email for you, Bonnie. Email, link. Lindsay, I've got your email. And of course, Millie, I've got your email too. So I've got all of your guys. Beatrice, I don't think I have your email. So you need to send me an email at Mr. Floyd Channelings with an S at gmail.com. He's going to be on, it's 9:45. So 7:45 my time, 9:45. So, Laura, I'll send you a link if you want to jump in. You're welcome to. It's 7:45 is when he starts. I'm sure like 7:40, 7:35 for us who are going to be on there. But so, yeah. So I've got Millie, Lindsay, Bonnie, and maybe Laura. But I'll send you the link. And if you want to show up, Laura, you are welcome to. And if not, that's fine. But yeah, it's 9:45 a.m. Eastern time. And it would just be fun. We're all, honestly, the best way for... This is going to sound goofy too, but it's about supporting each other, guys. And YouTube's it's a swamp. I'm going to be honest. Playing in YouTube, 6:45 a.m. my time. Yeah, if you want on Seeker of Truth, let me know. Krista as well. Blindly Inspired. You want to be on Krista? We're going to sack Truthwave on Thursday. Good dawning, or Thursday before Good Dawning. A bunch of us are going on Truthwave. I will send you the link, Krista. If you want to join us at 7:35, great. If not, that's okay. But I will send the link out to you that I get from, and I'll send it to a bunch of you guys that I get from Victor. And then we're going to have Victor on the show Thursday right afterwards. He'll be the first segment to discuss what he does. And then Friday, we have Krista. And again, I got to reset the title cards here. And I'll do that today at work. Krista will be on with PG. And maybe Lindsay. Oh, she'll have a link because she was part of their live. So Krista, PG, and Lindsay Friday to discuss what they're doing. And they are live on Wednesday. So a lot going on here. They're live on Wednesday. So this Wednesday, we have PG and Krista and maybe Lindsay live on their app. Wow. And then there's Adam on top of everything else. Hey, Adam, good dawning. How are you? Happy New Year, brother. Nice to see you. Adam from the Medium channel just joined us as well. So yeah, so Wednesday, Blindly Inspired and PG will be live. They are going to go live with what they've been doing with Chat GPT. And of course, I'm working a little bit with PG here to build up maybe a new logo for the channel. And there's some things that we're working on in the background as well. that'll come to fruition with their artwork and such. But yeah, so welcome, Adam. It's great to see you. If you don't know who Adam is, Adam's from the Medium channel. And of course, we generally meet there on Sundays for Tarot Time is his big open house. So if you haven't been there, join us. It's at 11 o'clock on Eastern Time or 8 o'clock if you're on the left coast. And so, yeah, thank you, Adam. Adam Bernstein. We are grateful to have you here. And yeah, so Wednesday, join Krista and PG live at 10 o'clock or noon with when they go live there. So it's posted in the community page. And so again, Thursday, if you want to join us on Truth Wave, so we're gonna I'll have the link. So just send me an email. I've got right now Millie, Lindsay, Bonnie, and Laura. And if anybody else wants the link there, just throw it in the chat. And if I don't have your email, then just send me an email and I will send you the link. And so Thursday we will be on, and then Friday or Thursday then we'll have Victor on, and then Friday we'll have Blindly Inspired and PG and Lindsay. I'll send you a link as well. If you're on a Wednesday, join us Friday, and we will have them on to discuss what they've been doing, their new live that they're doing. So yeah, Adam, if you're not familiar, they're Blindly Inspired and PG from my channel. Blindly Inspired has been Krista is going live. They go live on Wednesdays now, and I think that's at 10 a.m., which would be noon on East Coast. So noon your time, 10 a.m. My time. They're going live, and every Wednesday now. So if you want to check that out, Angela, you are in. All right, Angela will be on Truth Wave with us as well. This is great, guys. Angela, I will send you a link. Truth Wave link, and I will send Victor his email to, and Krista as well will be on. All right, Krista, awesome. All right, so I've got Millie, Lindsay, Bonnie, Laura, Angela, and Krista so far, and we're all going to be on Truth Wave then. And I'll get instructions from Victor and whatnot, but Truth Wave on Thursday. And he was in the chat, but I think he moved to Kenya, I think went live. So, yeah. So I think he's helping her with that. But either way, nice. Thank you. Generally, I'm doing so. Yeah, no, of course. But yeah, so if you do check it out, or if you want to go to Krista's page there, Adam, she did a live last week. It was her first live with PG. And so it's amazing. What they're doing with Chat GPT is absolutely stunning if you've been able to, if you've watched any of it. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of energetics here. Lots going on. Last night, I got another one for you guys as well. Last night, Viviani Heller. Viviani went live for the first time. She's not crutching off or using any other channel. She went live on her own channel last night. So this channel gives that the ultimate props there. Anybody who steps off the cliff, goes over the edge, and goes live on their own, like PG and Krista, or like last night, the energy has just been fire. With Viviani going live last night. If you guys did not check that out, it's at Viviani Heller. Or Viviani333, it'll pull it up either way on YouTube. We all know Viviani, she does the Akashic Adventures, and she will be on next Tuesday. So yeah, with Akashic Adventures. But so we'll have to move What's Up, the 1 week that we move What's Up with Laura. But so yeah, check out Viviani, please. Go check out her page. Send her a little comment there on her live. She went 3 hours last night, and that's mad props. I don't know, anybody's first YouTube live is more than 20 minutes. Hers was 3 hours. Now, she's had a lot of practice going live on other channels, going live with the lady. She'll be live today at 5 o'clock on her channel, simulcast, where she's doing Akashic Adventures with the ladies. So check that out. Give Viviani some props. Anybody who steps over the ledge and goes out on their own on YouTube, even without the backing of any other channel, gets their props. That's stepping into a whole nother realm, a whole nother universe. And really, that's what it's all about. And this channel supports anybody, any of you guys who decide to go live for any reason. We would be here, and I would be there to support you without question. So, all right. So let's go ahead and take some breaths here. We're going to ground in to today. We're going to set up our mantra for today, do some energetics as well, and see where today takes us. We have the cards from Krista. Grateful. We love you, Krista. Blindly Inspired. It's going to be backwards. If you are an Android engineer or know why my phone is backwards, something with the codecs, I'm starting to see it. If you go skip through the lives on YouTube, they're backwards, not just me, but anybody who's just broadcasting from YouTube directly is starting to go backwards or upside, like the writing's backwards. So something flipped in the codecs with YouTube there. So if you scroll the lives, you'll see a lot of tarot readers who go live on the vertical, and you can skip past to see different lives. They're all they're backwards. So this is the Master Ascension Light Code deck as channeled by Kelly Kolodny of the Archangel Raphael channel. We're going to use that today as well. So hopefully you guys had a great day. Matter of fact, we're going to do things a little different, right? Shuffle things up. So we're going to start with the cards today, actually. Instead of doing it in the same general grand fashion here, of course, we'll do an invocation for California as well, and favor. I guess that maybe the fires are dying down, but either way, we're going to see no fires in our universe, right? And of course, today's mantra. We will throw out today's mantra. Today is Freedom of Speech Day for this channel, and today I am free to say what I choose. Are you in frame enough to be free enough to say what you choose? That is the question for today. Make that your mantra. I am free to say what I choose. Speak your mind. Be free in yourself today. And if you can't, certainly understandable. A lot of times, all messages. Thank you. There we go. We figured out how to fix the chat, so we got the chat going here. If you leave the chat in top messages, then it'll freeze up. But if you switch it to all messages, and they found when they added the juxtaposition. Good dawning. All right, so we got the cards here. These, again, is the Master Ascension Light Code deck is channeled by the Archangel Raphael. Kelly, it's now the Archangel Raphael channel. Kelly Kolodny. So thank you, Blindly Inspired. She won these off of, Crystal won these off of Kelly's channel and directed them to me. So on my fridge, I have a return address that says the Archangel Raphael. And so every time I go to the fridge, poof. And thank you, Krista, for that. I get to slap Archangel Raphael and his return address, which is really Kelly Kolodny's, but it's still amazing to see that. The Archangel Raphael on my fridge, right? And thank you. And I owe all of that to you, Krista. Thank you. All right, so we do this a little differently. Energetics here, so we pick the extra card. Pick the bottom card as the energetics. This is what I was directed by Saint Germain. And then the top three as to what we're looking to achieve today, or how we can achieve the energetics that we're looking to achieve for today. And so let's throw out the card here. And today's card is Creation. Make your vision real. So are you creating a vision board, for example, which isn't as easy to do unless you have a printer these days, because who has a stack of magazines laying around, right? I thought about doing a vision board, but then it's like I got to go find magazines or I got to get printer ink, right? But I guess the printer ink is better than to help the cost of printer ink versus manifesting your universe. So maybe I'll print off stuff at work. I could do that too. Make my vision board, all the printings for my vision board at work. But again, creation. What are you in creation of? PG and Krista, they're creating. Last night, Viviani created for the first time on her own. And so what are you creating in your universe? All right. So in order to create, I don't shuffle these. I mean, I shuffled them, but I don't put these in any specific order here. All right. So the key to creation is what? The divine masculine. I don't say anything more than that. So it's definitely asking you for creation. There couldn't really be much of a better card. Step into your divine masculine, right? So if you don't step into your divine masculine, what will happen? You won't have any creation because you'll be sitting in your divine feminine wanting to create, but not actually physically doing so. So step into number 22 or 33 and become the master creator that you were put on this earth to be. What are you trying to create? And your divine masculine, are you in that creative mode? Are you in the physical doing? Are you still sitting in the divine feminine where it's still in the planning stages, so to speak? Eventually, even the architect has to get it out of there, put it on the paper, and then somebody has to get the bulldozer out and start creating, right? Partnership. Wow, this is a new card. And it's we have Saint Germain. And I'm not sure who Saint Germain's with here, but that's Saint Germain. And so we have Saint Germain in partnership here. And then we have the Violet Mandela, the Violet Mandela at the top there. So these are fire cards. And of course, if you don't know, when I look out that window there, these, right? I live within 10 minutes of the Rocky Mountains. I'm in the Front Range of the Rocky Mountains. I would be considered as city-wise, I'm as close as humanly possible to living within the Rocky Mountains, but not living within the Rocky Mountains. I'm like in front of them. So again, the universe, loud cards today. And the final card, the Merkaba. Activate your light body. So the universe is really fired up today and firing at us. So, all right, so let's recap here. So the energies of today, the energies that Archangel Raphael especially is asking you to step into, and the universe, of course, is creation. So it's asking you to create, make your vision real. What can you do today to help create a better universe for yourself? And do you have a vision that you're looking to create? If you don't have a vision that you're looking to create, then that's the first step. Create that vision. By stepping into your divine masculine, which means what? Take action. So what action step can... I don't make this up, guys. The universe screams when it screams. What action step can you take to step into creation today? And who do you need to partner with outside of yourself? Remember, partnerships include yourself. That's your higher self and you as your being on earth. So when you're entering into a partnership, remember, partnerships come in many different forms. And Saint Germain is also asking you to enter into a partnership with him. I'm not sure who she might be, but that's the same representation of Saint Germain as anywhere else. And there we go. There we go. Right. Nonetheless, so entering into a partnership with your higher self, if need be, to create. And Merkaba, right? So step into the Merkaba. Activate your light body. And of course, if you are creating, then you are in activation already through creation. You are creating, that is, you are bringing in the light. You are bringing together. You are in the act of. So keep all of that in mind, that you are creating already, that you are the grand creator of your universe. And if you, I don't make these up. I mean, I almost want to just it's just, yeah, thank you is all sometimes we can say, right? Because you can't pull out combinations like that. These things have been shuffled like 8,000 times. You can't pull out combinations like that without something else larger going on, generally speaking. And that's hopefully you guys can see that. You live in that larger space. And if you guys can step into what's really into things like that, become common, where you get a card that says create, and then the literally next card is divine masculine. And wow, there's no other way to create. If you don't step into your divine masculine, then you physically cannot create. It takes a combination of, when I talk about, and we're going to maybe go into twin flame today in a different manner, and I think that's what's kind of coming up here, but all right. Saint Germain wants to come in already here. Saint Germain, we are going to piggyback off of the cards right now. So Josh is here. We are Saint Germain, and we are channeling through Josh for you, to you today. We are breaking the mold of the show and changing up the energetics a little, doing it out of order, right? So we are channeling right now. Nonetheless, we are grateful that you are here, and there is no coincidences in your universe. If you are seeing cards, right? If you are seeing energetics that are saying for yourself, right? To create. And then you are seeing the next card as the divine masculine in your universe. Are you not seeing that we are screaming at you, right? We are not saying that... are you seeing the only way to create in your universe, and this is where we are going today, right? Is to combine your divine feminine and your divine masculine into balance. It is not about being one or the other. It's about having to find that balance. And if you are looking to create anything in your universe, be it breakfast or a business in general, right? If you are trying to create something, it all has to start with a thought, right? And what is that thought? That thought in your universe is the divine feminine, right? So you have to start with something first to create the energetics, right? And so in this case, if you are a broken divine masculine and divine feminine, meaning that they are not merged together, you are not going to create. It's going to be very hard for you to create. A lot of you would conflate the divine feminine and the divine masculine as somebody who is broken, like your other half soul, which could be the case, but there's many aspects to the divine masculine and the divine feminine. Saint Germain is going to go over a few things with you today in regards to the divine masculine and the divine feminine today. So from your universe there, if you are seeing to create, right? How do you create? What are the energetics that you need to put together in your universe to create? If you are looking to maybe start a business or what have you, or maybe a Teespring store, or whatever it is in your universe that is going to be birthed, the first thing you have to do is physically feel it, right? You have to create it somehow in yourself, your divine feminine, right? So you get an idea, you put it down, you start meditating on the idea, you sit in it, you feel it, right? If you are not feeling into your universe, it is very hard for you to create your universe from a non-feeling state. Keep that in mind. But if you are sitting there, you are creating your ultimate loving, living universe. In order for you to do so, you have to marry your divine feminine with your divine masculine in balance so that you have an equal amount of sitting on your Hillary Duff and writing it out, journaling it, meditating upon it, visualizing it, seeing it, talking it over to yourself, maybe even. Lots of things you can do in the divine feminine to create your universe. The problem is, and the large majority of humanity does not do what? Step into the divine masculine. You want to be abundant. We gave you the abundance transmission yesterday. You have to step into both your divine feminine and your divine masculine. If you are just sitting in your divine feminine, you are going to sit on your Hillary Duff until your universe ends, right? You are not going to create anything except strife in your heart, strife and pain in your universe. And you are going to create separation as well, because you are going to separate yourself from your doing. You are going to separate yourself from yourself because you are going to fight yourself. If you are not stepping into your divine masculine as well, then all you are doing is pontificating, but you are not creating. That is not creation. The universe will not bring you what you are looking for. You have to bring it to yourself through energetics. You have to attract it through the combination of the divine masculine and the divine feminine. The divine feminine is only the imagination energy, right? The energy of what you want in your universe without the actual physical of the divine masculine working to create it. So if you are sitting on your Hillary Duff in your universe on your couch and you are wanting a new job and you are pontificating the type of job you might want and you are putting the energy out there, you are not looking for a new job. You are just sitting in the energetics of knowing that you need a new job, but are not doing the work. The work for most of us is the divine masculine. That is where you are getting out of the inside of yourself. You have to create with your hand. These have to move, right? In order for your universe to go from 0 to 60, right? From nothing to off the Hillary Duff, off your Duff, right? Off the couch. You have to have put it on paper what you want, but then you have to get into action. That is the problem that a lot of people have, is that they do not pick up themselves out of the divine feminine to marry in the divine masculine to create. Are you hearing me? Saint Germain, this is an important piece of your pie. Are you understanding that a lot of you, a good majority of you, will sit in your quiet space? You will sit in what you want. You will cry for what you want. You will ask and beg the universe for what you want. You will beg like when you were 5. You will beg your dad when you were at Toys R Us for what you want, right? Or your mom. The same idea. You are begging the universe. Then you do nothing to create it. If you want to beg the universe for a better life, where are you going to match the universe to help create that better life for yourself? PG, Krista, Viviani, they have done so. Adam, Laura B. Anybody who's stepping off the cliff. Laura has not gone off by herself yet, but she is still doing what she is. She is working her energetics. She is not sitting in, I am going to read cards. She is finding ways to read cards for people. She is not, Lara is doing her universe. Krista, PG, they went and stepped off the cliff, right? So they married the divine feminine. This is what we want to do with the action of the divine masculine by stepping off the ledge and creating a YouTube show and actually doing it, right? So that is what we are talking about today. If you are not in your divine masculine, or maybe you are just wanting to do, but you are not pondering it, so you just plow right in. Old school hustle energy, right? Where you are not really contemplating or moving with the energetics. You are just, get out of my way. I am going to work, right? This is the same difference, right? You need the balance of both. Your imagination, your softer self, and then the heavier self to push like the bulldozer, right? So if you are not in combination with that, then you are not going to get very far in your universe. We hope you are an understanding of that. Right, you are need to, Beatrice, exactly. And you are needing to be in relation to your divine masculine when you have an idea of something you want to do in your universe. Because otherwise, you will be like Josh, right? Lots of us, and we are not, he's not, he has said this before. We do not say anything that he has not said when we are channeling through Josh, and we use him as an example. He has given us permission for one, but we are also stating things he has already stated on this channel. For himself, he spent too many years sitting in the broken divine feminine, right? So you sit there, you cry out your universe, it's not working, I can't get my things going. Because he never got off his Hillary Duff to get up and create. That is the whole point. You have to have the both, right? If you are not getting up to create in your universe, then you are going to be sitting there with all these heavy energies pulling you down, thinking, why am I not worthy? What is going on here? You have to create that worthiness by doing. And that's the 50-50 you have proposition on this planet. Whether you are born in the masculine energy or born as a feminine energy, it does not matter. And a lot of you who are feminine could be in the masculine, and a lot of you, like Josh, grew up with a broken divine feminine mother, right? So his mother was broken divine feminine. So for himself, he grew up in that energy. He was programmed. A lot of this is going to be programming as well. So why are you programmed with broken divine feminine energy like Josh was? Why are you programmed with broken masculine energy? Maybe you had a dad, right, who programmed to just get the hell out of the way. I got this taken care of, right? That kind of heavy masculine energy, right? So maybe you are programmed that way. So your universe is still out of whack because you are just pushing through. So you are just this heavy dervishing energy that you are just trying to create, but you are not sitting in and manifesting the light into your creation through your divine feminine. Where do you sit on the spectrum, and have you figured that out for yourself? Are you in balance with your divine masculine and your divine feminine? Are you out of whack? That is a question Saint Germain cannot answer, nor should he answer for you. This is where you have to grab your journal, right? And see into your universe. Am I creating? Are my creations happening? Or am I not creating at all? And am I sitting here, not pondering my navel per se, but pondering why my universe isn't working for myself? Viviani, we are grateful to see you here, and we are proud of you. Saint Germain, channeling through Josh, and he is proud of you. Grateful to see you have stepped over the ledge last night and went live on your own. It is an amazing feat to do so and then to have the energetics to go for 3 hours. Viviani, this channel, Saint Germain, supports everything that you are doing and the energies that you are putting out and the energies that you can hold in doing 3 hours of reading, energetic reading there, hooking yourself up to the higher consciousness for 3 hours and pulling in all that energy. We support you and we give you the ultimate props there, Viviani. You are amazing, and Saint Germain is proud, and it's happy to see anybody, like we have said, steps over the ledge, as we had said the other day, right? When you step off the edge into the unknown, that's where the great things happen, and you did so, Viviani, and we are supporting that, and we will see you live, of course, next week with Akashic Adventures. So we are grateful, Viviani, for what you are doing. Kama, we are grateful to see you here as well. We are hoping that your new abode is giving you all the love and protection you need. and your new universe is going well for you. And of course, Victor at Truthwave there. Victor, you are going to get an email from Josh. We have a bunch of people who want to be on Thursday. So you will get an email today from Josh, and we'll get the link out. So Victor, expect an email. But nonetheless, we are, of course, in channel here. Lindsay, make sure your bed has space if someone did sleep there, and maybe see Flourish, Shovel Shin, The Game of Life and How to Play, plus many other books. Clear. Okay, there you go. So, all right. So we are proud of you, Viviani, and we are grateful and looking forward to your next live. So please, at Viviani Hella, please subscribe to her channel. So when she goes live, right, hit the bell, and you will see, poof, she will show up in your universe, and you will see, right, the marriage of divine feminine. This is an excellent example, right? Viviani, we were talking about the divine feminine and the divine masculine being in marriage, right? In balance, so that we are not talking about your twin flame. We are talking about how the divine masculine and feminine have to work together, right? So that you can create. And so what we are seeing here from yourself, Viviani, is that you found that balance last night, right? You finally stepped over the edge and stepped out of the divine feminine. Married, we should say, your divine feminine into your divine masculine, and you hit the go live button. By doing so, by hitting the go live button, you stepped off the ledge and you are now in balance. You may not always be in balance, but now you are finding that you can be in balance with your divine feminine and your divine masculine. When you go live on YouTube, that is walking into balance. That is taking your energetics of I want to do something and then creating the doing of the something. We are doing that in the daily here. So it's all about recovery and healing yourself into your higher self. And this is what YouTube it can do for you, right? Even if there are no viewers, it's about you putting out your energetics, you stepping forward, front forward, and doing what you need to do for yourself. And by doing that, you are marrying the divine masculine, divine feminine, and you are in the ultimate creation of what? Your loving, living universe. That is the key. And so, Viviani, we are amazed. You have the key. You are now the key master. And now it's your job, right? Anybody asks, how do you go live on YouTube? Now you have the opportunity to help others energetically, right? To say you have to marry the divine feminine and the divine masculine. And a lot of the divine feminine can take a while. Do keep this in mind. For Josh, he did one video, right, on a different YouTube channel that's no longer there. A year plus later, 370 days later, right, another video appeared on this channel, and then now we are here. It can take that long for you to sit in your, and most of us, a lot of us will sit, we don't sit in our divine masculine, broken, generally. We sit in our divine feminine, wondering how to create. We sit in and carry the broken divine feminine with us. And that's not, all of that is learned behavior. So don't think you are wrong or broken or anything else. These are learned from your parents and your peer groups as a child. Your grandparents, your parents, your aunts, uncles, what have you, are the ones who teach you broken feminine and broken divine masculine. So it's, don't blame yourself. You are not creating this. These are all, you are just the, unfortunately or not, you are, this is what baked in the oven, so to speak, when you are programmed from your family and friends, right? So this, what you are now is what the cookie that came to the crumble, right? When they put the ingredients together, when your parents went, let's add a dash of paranoia into his universe, right? And we'll add a dash of worthlessness, right? And we will discuss, and maybe we will tell them that they are not going to have any chance to be anybody. We'll put that in there, right? And so we stir all of these lack things up, right? And then here's your cookie, right? And so this is your recipe that your parents are putting together for yourself. Their fears about money, we'll put that in there. Lack of money, right? Your universe is going to have a lack of money because we are in lack of money. And we stir that up in the pot, right? And then we give you that. Here's your breakfast, right? Eat these ideas. Eat this energy. Eat our beliefs, right? So if your parents came from parents who are broke or poor, or maybe came from the Depression, right? Or maybe World War II, what have you. Your parents would then have that lack mentality, right? They're going to pass that lack mentality on to you, and you are going to carry that into your universe. You may not see abundance in your universe because you are carrying that lack mentality. Even if you have abundance, you may not see it, even if it's staring you in the face. Why? Because you are programmed with the lack mentality from your parents. That's how this works. And that's why we are saying it is up to you to break that programming. It is up to you to realize that you are masculine and feminine and that the two must work together as one, or you are not going to create in your universe. When you are sitting there crying it out and wondering why your universe is not working, look inside yourself. Is it you, or is it the programming of your parents? Is it what your parents said to you, what your dad said, what your brothers and sisters had said? Or is it you itself? You are source love. You are the energy of all. You are the I am that I am presence. So whatever you put after I am is what you choose to be and what you are. So if you are broken, then you choose to be that. Realize it's just programming. If you step past that, sometimes it's not easy, but if you allow yourself to bring in your divine masculine as well, sometimes that means just dragging your energy. Sometimes it just means realizing you are programmed, and sometimes it means releasing traumas to get to that point. And if you have to release traumas to get to that point, that is what the dark night of the soul is for. A lot of us have to spend time in that state where we are journaling it out, releasing what the programming was given to us by our parents, telling us ourselves that we are worthy, that we are the grand abundance that we have been looking for through the I am that I am presence, using the violet flame to heal and walking through all that. If we do that and give ourselves a break and realize who we are and journal it out, right? And create a vision board and turn off your tell lies vision and really work on yourself, you will marry your divine masculine and your divine feminine. There's no way you cannot. And you will get up and start to create something, because that is who you are at your core. The only reason you are not creating now is because of your programming. Saint Germain repeats, the only reason that you are not a master creator now in your universe, if you are sitting there crying it out or what have you, is strictly your programming from your parents, your grandparents, your friends, and what have you, up to the age of 7. Now keep in mind, once you become 8 and 9 and 10, you are neuroplastic. At that point, you are creating. You are actually in your active brain, right? You are not learning. Like up to the age of 7, everything kind of comes into you. You are learning, right? It's all sticking to you like glue, right? But once you become 8, 9, 10, you start to differentiate what you learn. You start to act upon it. And you start to take that programming that you've learned and put it into action, right? So when you are 8 and 9, look at your universe now. We are going to state this and then we are going to move from the channeling here. But in your universe, look at the reactions that you created in your life. How did you live your life when you were 8, 9, and 10? For Josh, he had stepbrother, 2 stepsisters. They were very, very physically abusive and assaulted him and all kinds of craziness, right? So for Josh, sit in the closet. Spent year 8, year 9, sitting in a closet. He would skip meals. They would eat anyways. He would just, once they went to bed, he would go to the kitchen and get food. It was really that kind of situation. And so he stayed in the closet most of the time. And so for that, fast forward your universe to now, right? So now he is clearing those energies, but that still comes up. So as a trauma reaction, what do generally most people do? They are going to emulate how they behaved when they are 8 or 9 or 10, how they reacted to their traumas. Are you understanding that? So if you are a hider out at age 8 or 9, then what does Josh do? He sits in his apartment and hides out. That's what he does now. And it's the same reaction. But once you start seeing that, you can break all of that. The way you react to your universe now is going to be generally the same way you learn to react to your living universe, to trauma, when you are 8 or 9. Saint Germain wants you to see that so that you can step out of that. So a lot of us who are alone in our universe are taking that when we are 8, 7, 8, 9, we were alone in our universe, and it was a protective measure. So we carry that to our universes now. Whether that's good or bad, that's probably not the best thing for your universe, because you are living in a trauma reaction from when you are 8, and you are repeating how you react in trauma when you are 8, now when you are 35, 40, 50, whatever age you currently are. Do you see that? Do you see how you are a mirror of those traumas in your universe? So for yourself, Saint Germain wants to end this here with this statement for yourself. Remember, you are divine masculine and divine feminine, whether you are born in a masculine or feminine body. And if you are born in a masculine body, you could be more divine feminine, depending on your parents. Like for Josh, who was raised by broken divine feminine, that's what he became. We are fixing that now. He is fixing that through doing this channeling, right? That is how you fix these things. You create in your universe. Viviani stepping over the ledge has massive healing just by doing that. PG, Krista, stepping over the ledge, going live. Massive healing by doing that. You are healing the divine feminine by creating through the divine masculine. You are merging and centering in yourself and creating a new you with every time you do that. See that. If you are looking to heal yourself, the greatest way to do so is to get out of the division inside yourself and start creating. You will heal the divine masculine and the divine feminine. They will merge, right? It's not always perfect. And for Josh, for example, there are things he wants to do in the channel that has not done yet. But it takes time, but he is pushing, and you will see. But nonetheless, for yourself, can you marry your divine masculine and your divine feminine? Can you see where your divine feminine is holding you back if you are not creating, or where your divine masculine is holding you back if you are not also feeling into your universe? We love you. We are Saint Germain, no longer any Archangel Raphael. He channels on his own. So we are grateful to see you here. We are grateful for all of you. Remember, everything you do creates your loving, living universe. Releasing transmission. Oof. All right, that was a lot longer channel than I thought there, guys. All right, so marrying your divine masculine and truth wave. There we go. I gotta make sure I have the list here. And your divine feminine. Can you do that? And that's what Viviani did last night. She took a big step into her divine masculine. That's what PG and Krista did last Wednesday and are doing again this Wednesday. That's what Laura does, and Laura will be doing tonight, and that's what I did today. When you do that, that's what facilitates the healing, guys. You find the balance. You're not too far over or too, you're in right now. I am as in balance as I go to work today, but that's not for me. That's work. I'm going to a job does not fix your divine feminine unless it's a job, or your divine masculine, unless it's a job you really want to do. A lot of times we'll sit in our divine feminine and be like, well, I got to go and get a job. So we get a job that doesn't work for us. That's not our best job. It's just a job, right? Be it sweeping floors or whatever it is. A lot of times we get jobs that aren't even our qualified. We're underqualified. We're overqualified for. Not under, but overqualified for. All right, I'm just going to go get a job. That's still sitting in broken divine feminine because we're not challenging ourselves in our divine masculine. So keep all that in mind. Your choices there. And is that, thank you, Krista. Are your choices, I appreciate that, Blindly Inspired. At Blindly Inspired, please check out her. And I need to get over to your page too. And tag a few things there. And thank you. And Krista's making cards for this channel and all kinds of awesome stuff. So you guys see that. But yeah, if you're sitting in your broken divine feminine and you're still just, I'm going to go get a job, you haven't healed anything. Matter of fact, you can crutch off your broken divine feminine your entire life by dragging yourself down, calling yourself these loser or this or that. Undervaluing yourself through your work is broken divine feminine and divine masculine. So guys, see that in your universe. Can you when you are doing something, can you look at it from the frame of my divine masculine and my divine feminine? And is this healing my divine feminine or my divine masculine? Or am I still in broken energies? And if you are, that's okay. It takes lifetimes, guys. Just the fact that you even know that your divine masculine, divine feminine blows up 90% of the planet, because most people don't realize even their motivations, where they're coming from, any of it. Automatons. We are not. We're the energetics that we choose to be, if we choose to be it. All right, so let's do a couple other things here. We got to kind of speed this up, because so we have to go to the crystal shop. So we're going to work with the amethyst here, and then we're going to group manifestation. Remember, chloescrystals.com, www.chloescrystals.com is the best place on the planet to buy your crystals and Yeah, so we are grateful to chloescrystals.com. So if you have something you want to manifest on Good Dawning, just send me an email, Mr. Floyd Channelings with an S at gmail.com, and we will put it out there. Of course, Blindly Inspired and PG are manifesting a channel, so we see that an awesomeness. We see Viviani manifesting thousands of viewers as well and doing 3, 5, 10-hour lives. Her energetics are amazing. Viviani, there's a lot of people who don't know how to step into the flow, right? So they'll go live, and an hour later they're drained because they're flowing through themselves. They're using their energy, but they're not flowing. Viviani doesn't do that. She's straight up in the flow. 3 hours later, energetics no different. You don't see her yawning or tired or anything else. And so if you want to learn how to step into the flow, watch Viviani Heller at Viviani Heller or Viviani333 on YouTube there. She definitely knows a few things about standing in the energetic flow and going live for 3 hours without even a knock at tired there, at least showing it, is impressive beyond all words. So, yeah, give you props on that. As it's not easy to... Okay, cancel that. If you don't know how to step directly into the flow, you end up burning off your own energy first and then trying to pull in energy, but you end up burning yourself out if you don't know what you're doing. And you can go live for 3 hours if you know how to step into the flow correctly. And Viviani most definitely does. So does Laura B. Laura's gone 2.5 hours long. Laura's got that same kind of click where you just chunk and you're just right there. You're in the flow. And there's no shift in the agency or get tired or any. It's just the energy is just coming from the universe and pouring through. So how you guys do that, it blows my mind. And really, I could learn. That's a lot of learning right there alone, just watching you, Laura and Viviani, and their energetics of going past 2 hours on YouTube there without even a yawn. Blows my mind. It really does. So yeah. All right. So let's work with the amethyst, and we're going to do a. So yeah, if you want to, we were manifesting her. Lindsay. We did not get to Lindsay. So we see Lindsay. Everybody, close your eyes real quick and see Lindsay stepping out of the car and hugging her kids for the first time in the years, and the reuniting. There you go. Reunited, and it feels so good, right? Reunited, and it's understood. There you go. Old school song reference there. All right, so let's go ahead and work with the amethyst real quick. 1717 right now. So we have 17 in the chat, 17 likes. So again, are you guys going to Joanne's Sacred Scribes? Because that's the key. It's like that's the book. If you want to talk to your universe, and they're going to talk through numbers, they know that exists and they use that. And so I got a 25 yesterday that was fire up. I went door dashing last night. I made a whopping $25.25 in an hour and a half. But I'm grateful. It's better than what I didn't have before. But you bet I didn't look that number up when I got $25.25 as my final payout from door dashing last night for an hour. Which really $25 an hour. You can't really beat that. Yes, good dawning. Star with 2 R's. Good dawning. All right, so let's work with the amethyst here. So energetics works best if you are part of that. So by just hanging out, saying yes, thumbs up, not clicking off is your authorization. All right. And speaking of which, and if I don't hear from him, then I don't even know if I have the right address. I've not heard from Wolf Dude, so I know that you can mail to Canada. I don't know if he's still on the channel or not. You know how these things go sometimes, right? So if he's Wolf Dude, if you catch this replay there, I need your address. I'll send you an email, but I'll send you your amethyst wand. Otherwise, we will inherit an amethyst wand as well from, which is great because a magic wand is always abracadabra, right? Poof. All right, Wolf Dude. So if you catch this, send me your address. Now that the strike's totally over and we can mail to Canada. All right, so we're looking for balance out of the amethyst and just finding balance in our divine masculine and our divine feminine and our universe in general. Purple, of course, the violet flame, the calming of the violet flame. Okay, lurk mode, cheer competition tonight at 7 p.m. I need to wash cheer uniform, hanging out in the background. All right, so Millie has a cheer competition tonight at 7. So we will not see her with Laura B, which is tonight at 7. She may be lurking in the chat while she's in the audience, but otherwise, we will not see you tonight, but I'm grateful that you get to go to the cheer competition and that you are feeling better. Favor to Millie for feeling better. We know yesterday she might have had a bit of food poisoning or something to that effect. And so we are grateful that Millie is feeling better. All right. Clear up some energies here. Won't take too much longer. I'm just keeping an eye on the clock. All right. We're going to seal this off, and then we're going to close off with a energetics for California. Remember, don't let, if you have an idea for something, it's up to you to grab the balance between your divine masculine and your divine feminine. If you find that you're sitting there pontificating on something but not doing anything, then it's your job to grab your divine masculine by its quijones, right? And go and get off your Hillary Duff and actually create it. So 1818 in the chat, guys. We got 18 likes and 18, so check that out on Joanne Sacred Scribes. All right, so we're going to do closing for today. And yeah, you are the balance. It is up to you to find your balance between your divine masculine and your divine feminine. Those who are creating, those who step over the ledge have found that balance. Those who are, if you're still on your couch crying, then you may be in one side, you may be a little bit in your divine feminine. And if you're trying to do that whole hustle energy, remember that hustle energy? I'm going to go get mines, right? I'm going to go get my monies and all that energy. That's just straight up broken divine masculine without any divine feminine. So keep that in mind as well. Finding that balance there. Not that balance, right? Because then you're still out of balance. But that balance, there you go, right? That's more balanced. All right, so let's go ahead and group hug. We close this daily with a group hug and, of course, energetics for planet Earth. Energy, like a group hug, if you watch like Michael from Healing and Beyond, goes, energy flows, right? So it doesn't need to specifically, well, yes, it would be much more energetic if we could all physically reach out and hold each other, hug each other, but we cannot, so this is the best we can do. But the intention creates energy just as well. So our intention is a group hug. And so the energetics through that intention will reach out to you if you allow for it. If you don't allow for it, then nothing can, exactly. Thank you, Krista. You're amazing as well. All of you guys are. And what you and PG are doing and manipulating a computer to be able to do is beyond amazing. And your knowledge. If you're not joining Blindly Inspired, Krista, on Sundays, right? With Feng Shui. Krista's a master with Feng Shui. She knows more about Feng Shui than you probably do about whatever you're mastered at in your own universe. Keep that in mind. She's a bevy of knowledge and beyond grateful. She's an amazing soul, and we are grateful to have her. And if you are not watching Feng Shui Talk on Sunday nights, even in the replay or at least skimming through it, you are missing out on a lot because there's a whole hidden universe that you may or may not know. And it's stepping into the flow, creating the balance in your universe. There's an energetic, whole energetic universe that sits underneath what we see directly through our eyes. And Krista knows how to find that and pull it out in your universe. So if want some more flow in your life and want to find more balance, join us on Sunday nights at 7 p.m. with Krista and Feng Shui Talk. And you will see change in your universe, right? That's the whole idea, is that it's about change. And using Feng Shui, and as already, I put a red floor mat. I'm starting to wear red now. More abundant colors, more bright colors, bring things in. So it's having an effect in my universe as well, just energetically. My front door is the violet portal. And but yeah, speaking of Feng Shui, and Krista, you'll appreciate this before we close out here. Krista's mentioned to get your door painted and this and that in the first of the year. So beginning of the year, I've had my apartment painted. My front door's been painted. I have a new bright light at my front door on the left side of my front door, not on the right side of my front door where it should be. I have new pipes and valve fittings in my apartment. So all the pipes, all the valve fittings are brand new flow, right? So now I get hot water 18 times faster and I'm in more flow. All of these things are Feng Shui, and they've all happened for me in my universe over the past 3 weeks, just this year. My entire apartment building got painted. I got new pipes, and I got a new front. And they're redoing my patio, so I have a better to stand out there and see my universe. So all of that in feng shui talk would be absolutely stunningly amazing. And so watch. Changing the water, and Krista will understand this, and this is what I got from watching Krista. Changing those pipes in my house and putting in new valve stems and removing the vinyl chloride pipes that were illegal. When they sold the apartment building, they had to remove the vinyl chloride to seal the deal, and so they did. And so now I have clean pipes and more flow. Watch my money. Krista knows. Watch my money shift, because now I have more flow. I'm accepting that flow. And flow is flow. All right, guys, let's go ahead and feng shui, important stuff. I wouldn't have thought about any of that, known any about that, or been able to ground into any of that energy without Krista. So thank you, Krista, for where I can now see in my universe the refreshed painted front door in red, no less, in a version of red that brings in more abundance, and I'm grateful. Patio is going to be very interesting. Yeah, well, my patio faces, I mean, I live on my patio in the summertime because I'm standing there staring at Rocky Mountain National Park from my patio. So I see the mountains from Rocky Mountain National Park from my patio. So $1 million view, but crazy, ain't it? All right, guys, let's go ahead and close this out. Lean forward. Energetics works best if we work together here. So lean forward if you can. We're going to do a group hug and invocation for planet Earth. All right, and we have just a couple of minutes here. I should be able to get to work with plenty of time. All right, so lean forward. All right. So we bring in the energies of love. We bring in the energies of peace today, and we bring in the energies of helpfulness. We reach out to each other in group hug and send each other love. We send love through this circle of healing from each to each other. We find balance today in creating with balance in our divine masculine and our divine feminine, where we get the energy to feel it, to want to do it, and then we get up and create it. That's the balance. We see the earth as healed. We turn on the violet flame and wash it over each of us, clearing out all negative energies, all stagnant energies, all lack energies, and all energies that are keeping us on our Hillary Duff. We release all that with the violet flame. We turn the violet flame on as well for planet Earth, and we'll wash California in the violet flame, seeing the violet flame putting out all of the fires, seeing the violet flame healing and returning everything that's broken and missing to everybody, healing the families that are missing loved ones, and healing California and its soul and heart as one. We see the violet flame covering the rest of the planet, and those who are in lack are not. Those who are in poverty are not. Those who are in need are not. Those who are hungry are full. Those who are fighting wars put down all their weapons and shake each other's hands and walk away. We see this planet in its highest light. We see all the animals loved and healed, and we see planet Earth plastic free, BPA free, and forever chemical free. We see planet Earth is pristine and loving, and all of her waters drinkable and clear. And we see her skies clear and blue. And for that, we say hallelujah. There we go, guys. All right. Ooh, snap it. How that energy, it's like, ooh. All right, guys, thank you so much for being here. Another episode of Good Dawning today. Grateful. Do not forget, I've got you guys here. I will go over my Millie, Lindsay, Bonnie, Laura, Angela, Christy. I will get to, and if anybody else wants a link, just send me an email, Mr. Floyd Channelings with an S at gmail.com. I will get you a link as well. And of course, I will send a few more out if you want to join us to those in the channel. Otherwise, that's fine. But Thursday at 7:30-ish, 7:40, well, 9:40-ish. But either way, we will be on Truth Wave, and then we will have Victor on Friday. Do not forget, we have Krista and PG on. So I got to get all this set up. And then tonight, we have Laura B., who will be live with us to see what's up in your universe, 7 o'clock. So Thank you guys for all being here. I am grateful for all of you. Thank you for the compliments there in the chat there, Krista, and all of you guys. Millie, favor to your healing there. Victor, check out. I'll get you an email out to you shortly, today, some point, and or tonight when I'm off work. But depending on how it is at work. But otherwise, guys, grateful for all of you to be here. And of course, remember, everything you do or don't do helps create your loving, living universe. And if you're in your dark night of the soul, as you release your darkness, your cells, truly, they spread out. You have more light that vibrate. You vibrate faster. You bring more light into your body. You step in out of your dark body, out of your trauma body, into your light body, and it makes it easier for you to create your living, loving universe. Stay awesome, guys. I love you all. I'm going to take Kuan Yin with me to work to record, and I will see you all in the next. Stay awesome. Stay beautiful. Love you.